Hi, this is Tunganusha. Currently, I am pursuing Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in Nitte Meenakshi Institute of Technology. Today, I am going to talk about green buildings. Sustainable habitat. Sustainable habitat is an ecosystem that produces food and shelter for people and other organisms in such a way that there is no external waste is produced. So it integrates environment, social and economic considerations to create a good living environment. These includes resource efficiency, green building design, renewable energy integration, biodiversity conservation, mixed use development, etc. So, when we are talking about sustainable habitat, we have to keep two goals in our mind. First one is to incorporate design concepts and materials that minimize resource usage, maximize energy and water efficiency, and prioritize human health and safety. The second one is to identify ways such as buildings that can actually help protect the environment through practices that restore nature in specific and meaningful ways. Main features of such habitats of houses are minimizing resource usage, eliminating exposure to toxic chemicals and adapting to non-toxic ones, minimizing water and energy efficiency like by adapting rainwater harvesting, etc., and preference to human healthy and safety. A green building. So it is a structure that is environmentally responsible and resource efficient, and which is resource efficient from designing, construction, operation, to demolition. These aims to minimize the environmental impact throughout their entire life cycle, providing healthier and more comfortable living for the residents. Okay. Key features of green building: efficient usage of energy, water, and other resources, usage of renewable energy like solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, minimized waste and pollution, use of non toxic, sustainable, and recycled building materials, indoor environmental quality like natural ventilation, day lighting, etc. Smart design and landscape that considers the local environment, life cycle thinking from cradle to grave analysis, etc. Green materials. So, green materials are used for construction which are environmentally friendly, and these are alternatives for the traditional building materials. Mostly, we use green materials in green buildings also. So, these aim to reduce environmental impact of construction by conserving natural resources, reducing energy consumption, etc. So, we will be going to talk about some green building materials used in the construction. Earthen materials, wood, bamboo, SIPs, insulated concrete forms, cordwood, straw bale, earth bags, slate, and steel. We are going to learn about these in detail. Okay, first one, earthen materials. These are natural materials like clay, sand, and straw. Okay, we use this for walls, floors, and plasters. These are biodegradable, they have high thermal mass, and these are non toxic. Especially, they have low embodied energy, and these are locally available and also reusable. Second one is wood. Okay, wood is renewable and biodegradable if used properly. We use this mostly for flooring, cladding, and structure framing. So this has less carbon emission. These are recyclable and have low embedded energy, just like earthen materials. Third one is bamboo. Bamboo is known as fast growing grass with high strength to weight ratio. We use this mostly for flooring, walls, and even for making tables, dining tables, benches, etc. So, as they grow quickly, they minimize processing and they are also biodegradable. Fourth one, structural insulated panels. These are made of foam core between two structural facings. So, we use this mostly for walls, roofs, and floors in modern buildings. These have high insulation value and they also reduce energy consumption. Next one is insulated concrete forms. These are hollow form blocks stacked with walls and filled with reinforced concrete. So we use this mostly for exterior walls and foundations. These are also energy efficient and reduce thermal bridging. Sixth one is cordwood. So cordwood is short length of debarked tree trunks laid crosswise with mortar. These have unique aesthetics and they are locally material. They also have thermal mass benefits. We use this mostly for low cost walls with natural insulation. So cordwood provides natural insulation. Second one is straw bale. This is a bale of straws used as construction blocks or insulations. Okay, we these reduce agricultural wastage. Eighth one is earth bags. These are polypropylene bags filled with soil or sand used in layers to build walls. These act as disaster relief housing, etc. And these are low cost and these are also thermally efficient. Ninth one is slate. Natural stone materials like slate are used for roofing. We use this mostly for roofing and these are recyclable and they also have minimal processing required. Tenth one is steel. Steel is highly durable and strong and these can be recycled endlessly without loss of quantity. We use this same like for roofing, reinforcement and structural framing. And steel has high recyclability and these also have strength and reduces material usage. Okay, there are some objectives of green building. Like we already discussed, reduced energy consumption, reduced destruction of natural resources, reduced air and water pollution, reduced water consumption, limited waste generation, reduced pollution loads, etc. etc. And there are also some characteristics of green buildings like efficient use of energy, water, and other resources, protecting occupant health, and reducing waste pollution. Now we are going to learn about this in detail. Key features of green building. First one is proper site selection. So choosing a good site means saving money and also energy. See, if you are building a house and see where would you want to be it? First one is like if the building is near to school, a road or a hospital, you don't have to waste time or waste fuel. So, and also if your house is facing east or north ones, you'll get good sunlight and also fresh air. So this helps in reducing fan usage and light usage. But in many cities we use artificial lights even during the day. So this shows that there is a lack of proper orientation. So this future uh, works on this only, that we should have proper orientation, proper site selection. Second one is structural design efficiency. See, designing smart in the sense we have to save the materials and also energy. See, if you are planning a house, then we plan the windows and remaining correctly. If the windows are proper, you will get fresh air, daylight, and also some space. And don't use materials because they are cheap, and opt for something which is long lasting and safe for nature. That's it. Next one is energy efficiency. We have to reduce electricity like by using some innovative technology, material, or design. See, if good placement of windows is there and proper roofing is there, and if you have trees outside, you can reduce the heat. This is the way of using materials and design so that you will have energy efficiency. Like, see, even if there are some hot areas, if your buildings have thick walls and small windows, the place will stay a long time cooler. And having solar panels, and if you have trees on the west side, it will protect you from harsh sunlight. These all show how you can save energy. Fourth one is water efficiency. Water efficiency in the sense saving water, reusing it and not wasting it. Like by installing rainwater harvesting and grey water recycling, black water recycling, and also low flow taps. You This will help in limiting and saving water. See, normally modern flushes use only 6 liters, but when it comes to old ones, it used to use 12 to 15 liters, which was wasting a lot of water. Fifth one is material efficiency. We have to use renewable, recycled, and eco-friendly materials. Don't There are a lot of alternatives for cement and sand. Like you can use bamboo, recycled steel, and some green materials which I have mentioned before. Like for example, some eco-friendly buildings use scrap wood for furniture or ceramic waste. It saves cost and also avoids pollution. Next, indoor environmental quality enhancement. See, your building also needs fresh air, good lighting, and less toxic smell. Imagine if you are in a classroom which is so much closed and there is no window. You will feel so much suffocated and you will feel so much sleepy. But imagine the same classroom with a window and some plants and some greenery around it. You will feel a lot of fresh and active. This is what indoor environment quality enhancement will do. So, mm, so thinking about this and working on this is also important. We can't just neglect it. Next one is operation and maintain optimization. See, being sustainable doesn't mean just making it perfect or not. The thing is, you have to operate it and maintain it. Be it solar panels or rainwater tanks or lighting systems, anything. These everything needs a regular care. See, if you don't do your bike servicing for a long time, would you think it would work properly? You'll pakka need to do that, right? Same happens with the green buildings. You should maintain them, not just making them. You also have to maintain them just like how you maintain bikes and cars, and more effectively. And there are also some green building certifications. See, green building certification is a certification system that rates the environment, performance, and sustainability. The purpose of it is to encourage such green buildings and resource efficient energy savings. See, these see several parameters like site selection, the ones which we talked before, water efficiency, energy efficiency, use of sustainable materials, indoor environment quality, waste management, innovation, etc. And there are some international and national popular green build certification systems like LEED. It is leadership in energy and innovation environmental design from USA. BREEAM, building research establishment environmental assessment method, this is from UK. And some like well building standards, green globes, and living building challenges. And there are also some Indian certifications like IGBC, Indian Green Building Council. This is adopted along with LEED but customized for Indian context. Next, like Griha, Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assignment. This is by TERI and Indian government. And also B star ratings, etc. Thank you. Bye.